Welcome to the Servlet session in Advanced Java. Now we will see example Java web application on how to differentiate the logic in Servlet program when multiple submit button of form page are pointing to that single servlet or same servlet Let me go to the diagram first. In this diagram, you can see here the diagram contains, this is my browser window. So this is my browser window. Under this browser window, this is my Tomcat server. And this is my, suppose this is my own app. So you let me use somewhat my web app, and here I want to create this is my form.html. This is the form.html, my HTML page. The page will give the request, and here I want to give the names called, suppose take an example, here is my first number, enter my first number. So this is my first number, and this is my second number, enter second number, and here is add button, here is subtract button, and here is multiplication button. So I want to create this application in Java application. When you click on these buttons, the request should have to point to the single servlet. Take an example, this is my test servlet, or my test servlet. This is my servlet program. This is the servlet program. Okay, done. This is my block diagram is ready now. So when you hit some numbers, take an example, I am hitting here 10. Here I am hitting as a 20. And when I click on add button, the same request should have to process by same servlet. When I press submit button, it should have to process by the again test servlet, same servlet name. And when I click on multiplication button, it should have to process by same servlet as a test servlet. So how to perform this logic? So this request, let me give the name. So from here to here, let me use somewhat different color like a blue, dark blue, or like green. Done. So when you give here, the request will go to the test servlet. And here also, when you click on submit button also, the request will go to the again same servlet. Even though when you click on multiplication button, the request will go to the again same servlet. Instead of this one, let me call here, let me remove this by using rubber. This won't look good. Control Z. Okay, fine. Let me add the line from here to here. So this is my single line. Okay, done. Either click on submit button also, the request will go to the same servlet, and either click on multiplication button, the request will go to the same servlet. So request, first of all, let me give the names here. So this is my first name as my request processing logic. This is first. From here to here is second. The logic will be executed. This is third, and the response goes back to again browser as a dynamic page through server. From here to here, let me give the server as a response as a fourth, and from here to here as a response is fifth. Okay, let me give the names here again. So this is my fourth, and this is the fifth one. And let me give the name as here dynamic web page. This is my dynamic web page, or you can call response from server. And I want to show you here as when you click on add button, the sum will show as take an example 30, and subtraction will show in, suppose take an example -10, and multiplication will show in multiplication will show you in 300. So this response should have to come. either you click add, either you click subtract, either you click multiplication. If you click on add, you will get the summation. If you click on subtract, you will get the subtraction. If you click on multiplication, you are sure to get the multiplication. So this application I want to perform. I want to perform this application logic. So to perform this logic, let us proceed for. Let me create some deployment directory structure first. So this is my deployment directory structure. Deployment directory structure. So under this deployment directory structures, what is the name I give to my application? Take an example is my application name is my web app. My web app. Let me go to my Tomcat server. This is my program files. Under this one Apache web apps, Tomcat 9090 web apps, and here is my last one was 11 voter app. Let me give as 12 my web app. 12 my web app. So here is my 12 my web app. So under this I want to create deployment directory structures. Here is my form.html. Here is the form.html. Under this form.html, I want to create one more directory whose name is web.INF, which is the deployment descriptor structure. Now under this I want to create one file whose name is web.xml. Under this I want to create classes folder, classes directory. Under this I want to create my TestSrv.java. Under this I want to create automatically the .class file will decide. So this is TestSrv.class, done. And to perform this logics, we have to handle this situation. And we use the same name. For different buttons. So first of all, let me create a deployment directory structures in my web apps. So under the web apps, let me create the folder name whose name is 12 my web app. 12 my web app. Hit enter. Double click here. Create new folder whose name is web-INF. Web-INF. This is my web-INF. Under the web-INF, we have to create one more folder whose name is classes. Okay. Whose name is classes. So apart from these classes, first of all let me create form.html. Let me create the form.html and save in where boss? Save in 12 my web app. Let me delete this stuff. I don't want. So let me use the tag now. Directly I'm using tag. Let me create in center. Let me use the heading first. So here is heading. Control C. So here let me use the heading tag h1. Control V. Let me close h1/h1. Okay. Now let me use here form tag. So form tag. Let me use the action. So action I want to keep here action as a TURL, test URL, and method is I want to give the get method. Let me close the form tag. So here is form tag. Let me keep everything in the center. So this is my center tag. Let me close center tag here. So here I close center tag, and here let me give the names. Now enter first value, first number or first value you can call. Enter first number. Here I want to use the number as input type. Let me give the text, and the name I have to keep here name. So T1. Let me use the break tag here. So here is a break tag. Let me use one more break tag, and let me copy this one instead of first. So here not first of first. I want to make it spelling mistake. Here I need second. And name I am changing to T2. So after that I need 4 buttons. Or 3 buttons. What are the buttons you are using here? I need add button, subtract button, and multiplication button. So let's draw this one. So here is my input type. Here is my input type is equal to input type submit. Name I want to give the name for everyone is the same, S1 and value I want to give as here add. Value I want to give the here add. Let me copy this one and let me paste here. And I want to create the same button for another one too. So here instead of add, I want to give the name as subtract sub, and here I want MUL multiplication. MUL for multiplications. Here all buttons are submit, submit, submit. All are having same name S1, S1, S1. Add, subtract, multiplication. Done. Let me close these tags and let me save here. So this is closing up tag, closing up tag. Input type, let me close here. I close, close, close. Closed. All tags has been closed. And let me save. So here I'm hitting the save button. Where I have to save? Let me go to C drive. Under the C drive, program files. Apply the software foundation, Tomcat 9.0, web apps, and I gone for 12 my web apps. Here I want to give the name as a form.html. Do you want to add HTML extension automatically? Yes, I want to add. So you can check it here how it looks. This will look. So instead of this break tag, let me use, I don't want to use break tag. Here is a break tag, Control S, Control B, and this will look. I want to give some space here. Upon-side MBSP. I can use non-breaking space. So copy this one, paste, 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 save, Control B. Now how this looks, you can check it here. First number, second number. Let me use some different color here by using font tag. So here is my font tag. Font color is equal to, let me use color as a red. So double quote. Okay. And let me close the font tag here for some more decoration. Font tag, done. Control B. Okay. First number, second number. And let me use here somewhat again. Let me go for some more decoration. Control C. So here is pastel. Instead of this one, I want to use blue. Blue. Control C. Control S. Control B. Blue. So here I want to use H2 tag. H2. Control S, Control B, first number, second number, done. Okay, this I want to perform by using different buttons. Just close this one. Okay, saved. I have saved successfully. Control B, more than enough. Okay, now next I want to proceed for creating Java class. So here Alt F, new Java class. My Java class name, what is the class name I gave here? I took TestSrv. Let me use TestSrv, Control C. So give the name as here, Control V. Let me save here. Let me save this Java class. Save. Where I have to save? I have to save within the classes folder. Within the classes folder, I should save. So hit the save button. Let me go to again C drive. So here program files, Apache Software Foundation, Tomcat 9.0, web apps, and then let me save here in 12 my web apps under WEB-INF classes, and here I have to save TestSrv and hit the save button. Here I saved. Let me make my class as public. Let me make my class as a public class. TestSrv extends HTTP servlet. Let me import all the statements. Let me remove these bodies I don't want. So here let me import all necessary statements. So import javax.servlet.star. Let me import javax.servlet.http.star. Let me import IO package. Import java.io.star. I have imported. Next let me go for public. Let me create the method which I need to use here, doGet method, public void. I need to have doGet method which takes two parameters, HTTP servlet request req is the reference, comma HTTP servlet response, here res which throws exception, servlet exception, comma IO exception, opening closing curly. So here first of all let me read the form data. So here read the form data first of all. So int value 1 val1 is equal to request. Before reading, I have to create the, let me get first print writer object. So here print writer pw is equal to response dot get writer. So is get writer, I got the get writer. Let me set the content type. So here response dot set content type. So here I'm setting all the content type. So is a text slash html text slash html. Now let me read the form data. To read the form data, I have to use request dot get parameter. So here I'm using request dot get parameter, and here let me pass here as a request parameter names are t1, t2, add t1, t2 and s1. So here t1 is there. So let me typecast into integer value, into val1 assignment operator, integer dot parse int. Let me typecast. So here typecasted. Let me go for type conversion. I need same for another variable, into val2. So it's val2. Let me change the parameter name t2. So request dot get parameter of t2. I read. Now I want to read the caption of buttons. So to read the captions, let me use int result or res is equal to, let me initialize with 0, and let me give the caption of the button. So get the caption of the submit button. So how can I get it? So I can use, so here string cap is equal to request dot get parameter. I'm using the name as I took here, I think so s1. So here I pass s1. I got s1. So here read the form data. I read. Now next, what is next? Now I have to check first if cap dot equals of. Let me check first. Double quote add. If it is add, so when add button is clicked, so this is the body of if block. Now if, so here result is equal to val1 plus val2 semicolon. So just copy, and here let me go for else if pasted. Now let me remove this unwanted spaces. So in shop add, let me go for subtraction. So here I have to go for sub. So let me go for in shop plus, I have to go for minus. Let me go for here else if. So in this else if, let me go for in shop add. I have to go for multiplication, because the button values are add, sub and mul. Here I have to go for multiplication. When multiplication button is clicked, here I have to go for subtraction. So here let me go for multiplying into star. Okay, done. So let me get the print writer objects. Let me send the response content type. So here first of all gets the print writer object, and finally set the content type. So here I set. Now next I have to go for let me display the result. So display the result. The result is, so let me use pw dot println, double quote, let me use somewhat h1 tag and font tag, the font tag color is equal to, let me use somewhat red color, and result is colon. I want to give here, I want to copy res because I use result. So result, I do the variable name here rs na, result result. Let me use the result here, same result, and here also result. Done. Let me close. Let me apply same on do get or do post method. So here how can I do? So let me copy and paste here. Control Shift W. So here I copied this one. Let me paste it here. Pasted. So here instead of do get, let me change it to do post. So here I need post method. So opening curly brace, closing curly brace. So I want this parameter do get and do post. Control C. Let me paste here do post. So I don't want all this stuff. This also I don't want. So semicolon. Done. Here I done. Do get method I called, and let me configure this one. Let me configure my solid. So let me call here get method. Let me call the do get method from here, and this my solid is done. Okay. Public void do post, and finally let me close the stream object. So how can I close the stream object? So here to close the stream object, close the stream object. So pw dot close. So to close the stream object, I use a pw dot close. Done. Let me configure this test servlet in my web.xml file by using TURL. So let me use Alt F, new. I need to use others, and here search for XML file. So this is my root tag web-app. Shift home, Control C, Control V. Let me close this web app. So I can use solid tag here. So here is my solid tag. Let me close solid tag, and here I need to use solid hyphen name. Let me close solid hyphen name. Here I close solid hyphen name. Let me use solid hyphen class. So here is my solid hyphen class. Let me close solid class. So here I want to use Yogi, and here is my TestSrv. Let me use the name as the TestSrv. TestSrv, because I'm using the class name as a TestSrv page up. This is the TestSrv, and here is no name. Let me go to TestSrv. Let me use this copy, Control C. So let me configure here solid mapping. Let me close here solid hyphen mapping. Paste. Home. I need to use here. Let me close hyphen solid hyphen mapping. Let me use the URL pattern. So here is URL hyphen pattern. Let me close URL pattern. Control C, Control V. So I am closing here URL pattern. So what is the URL pattern I have to mention here? I use the URL pattern the TURL. So right click here, copy and paste it here. Pasted TURL. Done. Let me save this URL. Before saving, let me use Control B. Okay, it's not coming. Let me save here. Control save. Where I have to save? I have to save within the WEB-INF and along with the classes. So here is web.xml. Within the my web app, WEB-INF and class beside to the classes. Saved. Control B. So means this means your application is your file is right. Your file is right now. Now just hit the URL. Now my application is ready now. First let me compile. Let me compile my Java application. So let me go to classes. Shall we configure form.html as a welcome page? We can configure, just wait. So here web-inf, classes. Let me go to my command prompt. So here Java C. Before compiling, do confirm that you have kept servlet-api.jar in class path. Which jar file? Servlet-api.jar. Java C, TestSrv.java. Just hit enter. If any errors, it will show. So here you can see HTTP servlet request req, HTTP servlet response res, cannot find symbol. What is that? HTTP servlet response. HTTP servlet servlet. So the method is, the problem is here. We can check the problem where in TestSrv here. So here HTTP servlet respo response, HTTP servlet response res. HTTP This error has raised because of yes was missing here. Let me correct, yes is also here. Yes, RESPONSE response, and here also response. Let me clear the screen first and let me compile again. Java C TestSrv.java successfully compiled, and just start the server So how can I start the server? To start the server, let me go to here, and in the C drive, program files, Applied Software Foundation, Tomcat 9.0 bin, and here you can hit right click on the Tomcat 9.0, run as administrator. So hit yes. So your server will start soon on the port number called 2020. So let me go to here. Now let me use localhost 2020. Still server is starting, we have to wait. Okay, server has been started in 4948 milliseconds. Let me go to manager app. So let me enter username, let me enter password, hit login. So I can see here my web app. So what is the page name we give? Form.html. So hit here form.html. So hit enter. You can see this application. Here I want to enter 10. So second number is 20. Click the add button. Now you can see result is 30. Same way you can, when you click on submit button, result is -10. And when you click on multiplication button, the result is 200. So this logic I am expecting to be here. So means how to click, how to write the logics when the multiple submit buttons are there and the values are different. So this is the logic to perform the operations. So this is the way that you can able to perform the logic, or you can write the Servlet program. And one more scenario is there. Instead of configuring this form.html manually, I tried this form.html manually, form.html. So instead of writing this one, you can go for welcome file. Web.xml. So here you can write welcome file list. If you are not interested, welcome -file -list. So just close this tag, Control C, Control V, welcome file list. So here I need welcome file. And close tag of welcome file. So here is my welcome file. I can configure here form.html. Just save this one. Just don't forget to save. Once if you save, just refresh, just wait, check here, is it reloaded or not. Once if it reloads, then no problem, it should reload now. Okay, reloaded. Now reloading context with name, 12 my web app is completed. So just let me get back. Now when I hit here, you can see the application is coming automatically, or you can go in this way also without giving the HTML form name. So here is my manager app, and when you click here 12 my web app, after clicking directly the page should, welcome page should have to come automatically. And this is the scenario, 50 plus 50, addition is 100, multiplication is 2500. So this is the way that you can able to perform directly without manually giving or on the URL bar as a form.html. So this is the scenario. Okay guys, thank you. In the next session we'll see. So before starting new session, to handle, take one note. What is the URL I have to give here? The URL should be, either you configure this URL. So request URL must be this one. If welcome file is configured, and this is form.html. Here, if welcome file is not configured, in web.xml. Okay, so here I think already I created this deployment instruction, so let me remove this existing one. So here, to handle the above situations, means multiple buttons having multiple submit button in a single form page. To handle this above situation, we can take multiple submit buttons in the form page having the same name, and different captions or different values, and use those captions in servlet program to differentiate the logic. So we will use those different captions of the same submit button name to differentiate the logic as an addition or subtraction or multiplication. Now we will see hyperlink with or without data. Thank you.